Hi everyone and welcome back. Today we are watching, as you probably already know because you clicked on this video, Cobra Kai Season 1, Episode 1. It's called Ace Degenerate. I'm not going to talk too long before I get into this show because I'm really excited for this show. I finished all the... Hi everyone and welcome back to my Cobra Kai reactions. Today we are excitedly and very sadly reacting to Cobra Kai Season 3 Episode 10. Right now it is the final episode of Cobra Kai on Netflix, December 19th. Before I get into this reaction though, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who has been watching my reactions, whether this is the first episode that you're watching on my channel, or if you've been sticking with me throughout the whole seasons, every single season of Cobra Kai from start to finish. It means a lot for you to be checking out my reactions, checking out my videos. I love reading all of your comments down in the comments. I guess that's where the comments are, but yeah, I love reading all of them, love looking at all of your opinions, all the insights that you have with all the episodes, and just the conversations that happen down there. It just means a lot for everyone to be watching these videos, and thank you again so much. It means a big deal, so thank you so much. Okay, let's get into this episode. December 19th. What I want from this episode are two things: a giant fight, Johnny and Daniel to be friends. Oh, maybe also Carmen and Johnny to get back together. I mean, they are together at the moment, but Johnny is kind of straying towards Ali, so I'm hoping Ali doesn't interfere too much in all of this, but I think she might. I feel like she's gonna have a bigger role than I think she is. I thought maybe she'd just be like a one episode role, but it feels like she's staying. It feels like she's kind of staying. Well, she's staying for the holidays at least, so maybe she'll leave after this episode and Johnny will come to realize that Carmen is the one in his life and not Ali. I think that's how it might go down, but I'm still nervous about that situation. But yeah, I want Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang Karate, Johnny and Daniel's Karate Studios, dojos, to fight Cobra Kai. I think Tori is going to go after Sam viciously, and Sam is going to conquer her fear and not freeze and fight Tori. I think Miguel might try to fight, although I don't think he can fight very well, so he might just kind of sit it out, like be like a cheerleader on the sidelines or something like that. I don't really know. And I want Daniel and Johnny to fight John Kreese. Only because the only reason I want this to happen, well, I mean, it would be awesome if it happened, but the main reason why I think that's going to happen and why I want that to happen is because it was teased in like the first episode of season 3. And so maybe it wasn't the first episode, maybe it was like the second one or the third one, or maybe it was even, I think it was in season 3 though, the very start. And so I am very excited, and I'm hoping that the writers didn't just say that, and or maybe they're definitely going to fight. I feel like Daniel and Kreese are definitely going to fight at some point. It's just a matter of when they're going to fight. I'm hoping that they fight at the end of this season, but knowing that there are more seasons coming, definitely a season 4, maybe even a season 5, they could fight then as well. I'm just hoping that they fight now, because I want to fight now, and I don't want to wait till like December to watch them fight potentially. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's just get into this episode. I'm very excited to get into it. It is 41 minutes long, the longest episode of the entire show, not just the season, the entire show. And I am here for it. I wish all the episodes were like 5 hours long, to be honest with you. 5-hour long episodes. If the episode was just Johnny and Daniel sitting down and talking, I'd be okay with that. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's get into it. But before we get into the episode, let's talk about my Patreon. If you'd like to watch more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon, where I've uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my TV shows and movies that come out 1 week early. There are also 2 exclusive Patreon movies a month that you guys on Patreon get to choose. Thank you so much if you check it out, and let's get back to the video. Let's check this episode out. Without further ado, for the last time until season 4 comes out, which is in a while, so I guess for the last time, for a while, I don't really want to say it, but I really want to watch this episode, so I guess I have to say it. Cobra Kai, Season 3, Episode 10 finale, December 19th. For the last time, the Beodo. Oh, it's so sad. Okay, this is not what I thought was going to happen at the start of this episode. Is it Kreese? Is it another Kreese backstory? Oh, yeah, okay. He's going to get everyone to escape or something?
Jesus Christ, they're going to kill us all.
Whoa, what the heck is it? What is this killing device?
Besides, it's not your fault, man.
It's mine.
It's mine.
Kind of, if he didn't blow up the bomb. Oh! Is it like a spike pit or something? Oh, what the heck? That's so gross.
How deep is that pit?
Deep enough. But that's not the worst of it.
There are cobras in it. There are cobras in it. Oh! I thought maybe he was going to say there are cobras in it, and that's kind of where he got the name Cobra Kai from. I'm so nervous about the Daniel, Ali, Johnny situation. Oh, we are going to get to see his reaction. Okay. I'm very excited. This is what I wanted.
Go grab a table, you grab me a drink.
Yeah. Come on it.
Their relationship is so smooth, you know? Their chemistry, they just work together perfectly.
Daniel with an L.
Ah! This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Yeah.
Yeah, right. The kid from Reseda, a member of the club.
Yeah, well, there's no more sneaking around in the kitchen.
Is this where he got like the stuff all over him? You know what I'm talking about? You know that scene when she's dancing with Johnny? Oh, this is where it ended. This is where it ended.
It's a nice suit. Is that made of velvet? You sleep in that?
You should talk there, Scarface.
Time you've seen each other since high school.
We've had a few run-ins.
Just one or two.
Like 50, 100, 3,000, I don't know.
Breath. Only they can call me penis breath.
Why are you okay with anyone calling you penis breath?
You know what? Screw this.
Yeah, why? That is true. Why is anyone okay with it?
This is exactly what those assholes at Cobra Kai want.
I love Dimitri. Talk to them, boy.
So if by merging with Eagle Fang, weird name, by the way, can keep us all from getting
Weird name, by the way.
I usually take pride in my grandiloquence, but it's an emotional time.
Yes, Dimitri. I love him. He's become one of my favorites, too. He's just, like, really stepped up this season, I feel like. You know?
Spent all day together.
And?
Is Daniel jealous? Is Daniel a little jealous?
Just stepped in something, didn't I?
Allie, this is my wife, Amanda. Amanda, this is Allie Mills Schwerber.
Amanda's like, oh boy, here we are.
You both have karate dojos? How's that going?
They're teaming up right now.
Aw, I think your cat wants to come in. Here, kitty.
No, it's not. It's the Cobras. It's Cobra Kai. It's Cobra Kai. It's a trap. The fights at the house. Oh my god. Get away. Go away.
It's payback time, Reed.
I forgot about this. I forgot about the Kyler thing in the first season. Miguel and Kyler. Oh, they're surrounded. They're surrounded. Woohoo! Let's go. Sam's not gonna freeze this time though, Tori. The music. The music.
This ends tonight.
Where's Robbie? He's not here yet.
No mercy!
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Woohoo! Look at this. Look at this giant fight. No, why did it have to cut? Why did it have to cut? I don't care about this anymore. I want the fight. I don't care about this. Bring me back to that fight.
No, that was that was a whole other story.
We don't need to go into all that.
Oh, I'd like to hear this.
Yeah, I want to hear this too. They didn't really talk about it in the second movie.
He egged you on.
Yeah, you sure you egg me on? Yeah, I mean, all right, listen.
Johnny and Amanda are like giving each other glances. I love this so much. But take me back to the fight. Actually, no, I like this.
Shrapnel to that side of the table, please.
All right. I guess both of our heads were pretty far up our asses back then.
Whose was it?
See, Daniel, and Johnny, best friends forever. Honestly.
Are more evolved than we were.
Nope. Oh yes, show me this fight. Miguel literally cannot even walk right now. He's not good at karate. Oh. Oh, oh, look at this shot. Look at this shot. Everyone's going. Oh, yes. I like this guy. I like Peanut's breath. Go, man. Woo! I love these long takes. Yes. And the music is a Christmas song, just on like the electric guitar.
Dimitri, get up! Come on, get up, let's go!
Woo! Go! Oh! Come on! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes, Sam! Beat this guy up! Yes, Sam! Nice! Oh, kill him! Oh, that would have hurt a little bit. Oh, boys! Oh, this is so good! Tori, come on. Beat out these guys that we don't know. Beat out these extras and let's get to the real juicy. This is what I wanted. Oh my god, rematch of the century. Oh, that camera movement was amazing. Oh, she looks so menacing from the back. Oh, it's so good. Get out of there, nobody. Oh, Sam's still afraid though. Sam's still afraid, but she's gonna have to conquer that fear. Don't let that fear take you down. Oh, in the dojo. In the dojo. Oh, that long take was even better than the long take in season 2, in my opinion. Sam, come on, don't be afraid. I mean, I would be terrified. Look how menacing Tori looks.
So glad I got to meet you.
You too.
Good night.
Daniel and Amanda,
All right, wife paying the...
they're fine. Johnny and Carmen, they need to be the ones together. I don't know. Johnny and Ali's like chemistry, really good. It's just I feel so bad for Carmen.
And the truth is, you guys are more alike than you want to admit.
They are so alike. This is what I've been saying the whole show. Ali is finally just saying it. Thank you, Ali.
Some small part of all of this is my fault.
Oh my god, please. Please. Oh my gosh. Yes, I love that they're saying sorry.
Champ, I guess, that means it's time for me to go.
Shake hands. Shake hands with Johnny, please. Handshake of friendship.
All I know is I had a really great time.
I did too. I'm so happy I got.
Daniel's gonna go home and see his house, kids fighting everywhere, call Johnny over, beat everyone up.
Good times far outweighed the bad. And that is how I will always remember.
I have chills. I have chills. I love Ali. I like that she's in the show. I just don't want her to hurt to Johnny's relationship with Carmen, you know? I think she will.
Merry Christmas, Johnny.
Merry Christmas, LaRusso. Daniel.
Oh, I got chills when he just said that. That's like the first time he's ever called him by name. Oh. A Christmas miracle.
Go home and get into some trouble.
They're gonna go home and get into some trouble, alright. Yeah. Fighting these kids. Sam, you gotta get up. You gotta get up like Daniel did at the end of the third Karate Kid movie. No, not the picture of Mr. Miyagi.
You're the only one who could get up when you're down.
I have so many chills right now. I have so many chills right now. Get up, Sam! Yes! Oh, yes. Staff time.
Come on, Rita. Come on, we're not done yet.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Miguel, you can't really fight right now, can you? He's very bad at fighting.
Hell yeah. Suckers never had a chance, baby.
Hawk must know something's wrong. Like, Hawk can see his friends getting hurt right now.
Strong will survive.
It's Creasy's got in your head. When you came into my dojo,
Yes, Hawk! Hawk! Come on! Redemption! Redemption!
you what you are. Not Crease. He doesn't give a shit about you.
Oh, save Dimitri! He's gonna save Dimitri. He's going to save Dimitri. Yes! The Hawk sound effect too. Let's go, baby!
For all of it. Do you want to help me win this thing?
Yes! 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 Oh, I never expected this. I never expected this. But it's the best thing ever. Dimitri Hawk team up. Why did I not think of this? Tag team. Woohoo! They make a good combo.
Never give up.
I have so many chills again. Get beat down, you gotta stand up and keep going. Kill this man, Kyler. Yes. Yes. Yes, Miguel. Woohoo! Look at that. He just matrixed that guy. Oh.
Traitors.
No, they're not traitors. They're good people.
He won't have to. He's got friends watching it for him.
Oh. Yes, and you don't, Tori. Cobra Kai doesn't have any friends. They're just on the same team. There's no friendship in Cobra Kai.
I know. It's like I told you, I always screw these things up.
Well, you didn't screw up today.
Yeah. Don't kiss. They're not gonna kiss. They're not gonna kiss.
To know where you are now. But you can't live in the past.
Oh, words to live by.
Whatever that might bring.
Well, I know you're gonna be happy.
And I know you will be too. Yes. I have so many chills. I have so many chills. Johnny needed this. I think Johnny needed this. Good. Good. Johnny's gonna let go of her finally, I feel like. Let go of all the... This is what I said. I could write this show. Johnny's letting go of her. Letting go of his anger probably towards Daniel after the end of the first movie.
You have a future to find.
Yeah. I do.
Yes! Oh my god, I have so many chills. I have so many chills. Johnny! Oh, he's so grown up now. My little boy Johnny has grown up from the first season, even from the first movie. He's so different, and it's amazing.
Carmen, hi.
What's up? Oh, Miguel. It's Miguel. Dang it, I thought... Okay, I'm glad she didn't see the pictures. Oh! Johnny's gonna go fight Kreese. Johnny's gonna go fight Kreese. Johnny's gonna go fight Kreese. That would be so scary. Oh, yes. Yes. Here we go. I knew there was going to be a Kreese fight in this episode. I just didn't know who was going to do the fighting. I bet Daniel shows up too. Oh, and Robbie. Oh no, Robbie's there.
Listen to him, Dad. He only wants what's best for you.
No, he doesn't. Shut up, Robbie. Go home. Yes. Oh, let's go. Oh, nice. Nice. This long take too. Oh my god. Woo! Still listening to his son. That's nice. Oh, it's gonna cut back to the snake fight.
I can't be my own worst enemy. But you can be.
No! No! This reminds me of the Darth Vader Luke Skywalker fight.
And now you're gonna die.
Oh! If he does that to Johnny in the now, like, I don't care about this commander. Like, Kreese did the right thing, I guess. He needed to survive. But still, if he does this to Johnny... Both seasons have someone falling dramatically to their doom. Daniel's gonna come in. Daniel's gonna come in. Daniel's gonna come in.
This isn't how I wanted this to end.
He's literally killing Johnny. Kreese, you monster.
You sent it to my house.
What did I say Daniel coming in too?
Can't keep up. This defense on me shit forever. Good thing I don't have to.
Oh, the pressure point. The pressure point. The pressure point technique.
If an enemy insists on war, then you take away their ability to wage it.
Let's go. The pinpoint. Yes. Yes, Daniel. Johnny's gonna help. Oh, boy. Lexi, you can't want to go. This is epic. Come up. Go in the bed and watch with me.
If you lose,
We won't lose.
And they're gonna be teamed. They're gonna be teamed. They're gonna be teamed. Oh my god, yes.
All of you.
Huxley, look what's happening. Set up for season 4. Robbie has joined Kreese. Miguel, Sam standing strong with their respective senseis. Feel it coming in the air tonight. Huxley, what do you want? The show's almost over. Miyagi-Do. It's a new day. Miguel, Eagle Fang Karate joining with Miyagi-Do. Miyagi Fang Karate. Yes! Here comes Johnny too. Here comes Johnny. Here comes Johnny. I love that Hawk had his redemption. I'm so glad he redeemed himself, and it didn't even feel cheap because it's been kind of indicated throughout the season. Huxley, wait, the show's almost over. Oh, yes! Oh, I have so many chills. You don't understand. Like, so many chills. Oh, let's go! Wan Dojo! Wan people! Yes! Bow to each other. This is a big moment.
ready?
No, I'm not even ready. Oh, it ended. It ended. Huxley, it ended. It ended. Ah! It ended. Boop. Oh my god. What a show. What a show. Everyone deserves all the praise they get in this show, if they get praise. I hope they do. Doesn't look like there's anything else after the credits. Oh, I want season 4 to just be here. I want season 4. But man, what an episode. I'm going to talk about it, and I probably will forget some things because I'm just going off, like straight off the episode. So I'm very sorry if I forget some things. I'll probably do some form of discussion, question, answer thing about Cobra Kai soon after video is released. I'm not really sure yet, but I will think about it and I'll get back to everyone. Because I want to talk more about Cobra Kai. There's definitely going to be stuff that I've forgotten, not just in this episode, but throughout this show. And I want to know your guys' opinions, your guys' thoughts, any questions that maybe you have for the show, maybe like opinions you'd like me to answer. I don't know, but yeah, this show worth every second of my time. This show was worth every second. Huxley is doing yoga now. Huxley's doing yoga. That's how good this show was. So yeah, thank you. A big thank you so much for watching. It just, it means a lot for you to be watching. And yeah, I will see you for my final review of Cobra Kai until season 4 comes out in a couple seconds. And that was my reaction to Cobra Kai season 3, episode 10, December 19th. Oh my god, what a season finale. That was definitely my favorite season finale out of the 3 season finales. Don't get me wrong, the other ones were amazing. The other season finales were amazing. Season 2 being more amazing than season 1, I feel like. But this season finale felt so rewarding. It felt like an accumulation of not just this season, but of events from season 1 up until now. And I know a lot of you have seen this show, but it felt so rewarding. It felt so satisfying. The end of this episode felt so satisfying, seeing Johnny and Daniel together, seeing Johnny and Carmen together, seeing Ali and Johnny and Daniel kind of resolve the past in a way, kind of let that tension go. Take a deep breath and let that tension go. It was the most satisfying thing I've ever seen. And the fights in this episode were amazing. Absolutely fantastic. The camera work, the acting, just... This is how I think this review is going to go down. It might be a little bit of a longer review. I'm going to talk about the episode, and then I'm going to talk about the show as a whole, because this is so far the last episode of the show while recording this video. I know there's a season 4 coming out at the end of this year, at the end of 2021, but it is not out yet. So as of right now, this is the last episode of the show. So I'll talk about this episode and then I'll talk about the show. So going into this episode, I'm going to talk about Hawk's redemption first, so I don't forget about that. I'm going to talk about the absolutely phenomenal fight. I'm going to talk about Johnny and Ali and Amanda and Daniel. And I'm going to talk about the Kreese fight. I might link the Kreese Johnny Daniel fight with the Cobra Kai Miyagi-Do Eagle Fang fight. And then I'm also going to talk about... Let me just take care of my dog quickly, then I'll get back. What are you doing? Are you wanting to leave or you want to go up? What are you doing? You can stay there, okay? I'm trying to do my review. Oh, okay, sorry. My dog is being weird for this episode. I think she was sad that Cobra Kai was ending. But yeah, then I'm also going to talk about... What else was there in this episode? There was so much. I'm going to talk about the ending of this episode with the 2 dojos coming together for the tournament, which is next season. Okay, and then I'm just going to talk about the show. Let's get into this. Hawk's redemption. I am so glad that Hawk was redeemed. He has fully redeemed himself in my eyes. I know he's done a lot of bad things. I know he broke Dimitri's arm. Just know he's been a bad person. But from the flashback that we got where he wanted to be different, he didn't want to be bullied, he wanted to be tough, he wanted to be able to defend himself, then his arc kind of going through, kind of being tough, being kind of tougher than I feel like he ever thought he could be. Season 2 and 1, I liked him in season 1. Season 2, I did not like him. End of season 1, I did not like him. He was too tough. He was too into it. And season 3, he came to realize that being tough and no mercy was not the whole story. You could still be tough and show mercy. And you could see that not just in this episode, but throughout this season. And this is why his redemption worked. Because the writers took the time to implement these little looks, these little glances, these little almost invisible emotions. The camera would linger on Hawk for just a little bit too long, not in a bad way, just a little bit too long, and that would make you think, oh, is Hawk thinking about something? Whenever Hawk would do something bad, that would happen throughout this season, and it really paved the way for this redemption to happen, because if it had just happened, I would have been like, oh, this is awesome, but like, why? Hawk hasn't really shown any remorse for what he's been doing before. He hasn't really shown that he's not okay with this, but throughout season 3, starting from the start, it was a little bit, and more towards the end, like episode 7, Huxley is so loud. Episode 7, he he almost joins White Fang or Eagle Fang Karate. I feel like he almost joined Eagle Fang Karate. When he broke Dimitri's arm, he looked upset with himself. He looked angry with himself. He looked like he was not okay with what he had just done, and so on and so on. When they stole the snake, I thought maybe he was jealous of Robbie, but I think when they stole the snake, he wasn't jealous of Robbie per se. He was rethinking the situation, like he was with these kind of lunatic like people at the moment, and he maybe didn't want to be a part of them. All of these little hints throughout the season, and his redemption felt so good, because throughout the season I've been saying that Hawk has felt like he doesn't belong in Cobra Kai. I've been saying that it seems as if Hawk wants to leave Cobra Kai and join Miyagi-Do or join Johnny, wherever he may be. And it finally happened. He tag teams with Dimitri, and it was amazing. It was something that I did not expect in this episode. It was an amazing little twist. It was so fun watching Dimitri and Hawk be friends again. Their chemistry together in the first season was so good, and in the second season, in episode, I think it was episode 9, when they're at the party and they talk about Doctor Who and stuff, that was so fun, like seeing their dorky selves again, their nerdy selves. And I'm very excited that we finally get to see this like tough but nerdy side of Hawk and his friendship with Dimitri again, because I think it's just going to be so lovable and so awesome. Speaking of Dimitri has grown throughout the season a lot. He was a very minor character in the first and second seasons, I believe, but in this season he's become a character on his own. Sorry, Huxley just dropped her ball and now she's looking over the edge like she's amazingly sad that she's dropped her ball, and now she's confused about where it went. She's such a strange dog, don't you think? And now she's doing yoga under the bed to try and find it. Huxley, you're so strange. Okay, I might have to try and get her ball, but in the meantime, I'm going to talk about it until she starts getting rowdy. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to have to try and get her ball. Such a weird dog. Yeah, Dimitri has finally become... Huxley. Okay, if you want to go, you can just tell me. If you want to go, you can just tell me. Okay, one more time from the top. Dimitri has definitely become one of his own characters now. He's definitely become a character that I've come to really love. He has that relationship with the girl that got underwear wedgied at the start. The very popular girl who maybe isn't like super popular anymore, but I feel like she is still popular. That relationship was just killed me. It was so funny, but I was like, it makes sense. Like, I can see Dimitri and her getting together. I don't know. I really love that. And his fighting has come up, and now he has Hawk as a friend again. I think Dimitri is becoming an amazing character, and I'm very excited to see what is going to happen with both him and Hawk in season 4. Now, moving from Dimitri and Hawk and going into the fight itself. Oh, what a fight. What a fight it was. It was amazing. There were two kind of longer takes in that house fight, Daniel House's fight. The first one was when the fight initially started and the camera just kind of floats through everyone and turns around and then floats backwards. What an amazing shot. It got so hyped, and like you could see that shot just had like every single person fighting in this such a small area in frame. So well framed, so well done. The fight was amazing. And then it cuts to Johnny and Ali and Daniel and Amanda, and I was like, let's get back here. But then that stuff was awesome, which I'll talk about later. And then it goes back to the fight, and we have that amazing, I was hoping there'd be another long take. I'm a sucker for long takes. The season 2 long take was amazing, but this one I thought was better. I thought the camera movements were more complex. I thought the staging was more complex. I thought the only thing that was lesser to me in the fight were the fight team-ups, I guess was what you would say. Not the fight team-ups, but the fight who people were fighting. Most of the characters were not fighting other characters, most that we've seen. Most of the characters were fighting like these extras and these other people that are in the background of a lot of the shots, but we've never known, we don't know the names of, we don't know their personalities. They're just there as kind of beat up fodder, if you know what I mean. And a lot of characters were fighting them. The fighting was amazing though, but the fight, while the camera work and the staging was definitely more complex, and I enjoyed it a lot more. I think the fighting in the season 2 finale was more personal and more emotional because all the characters were fighting their used to be friends. And while in this episode, it's technically all the characters are fighting their used to be friends, the people that most of them are fighting are people that we've never really seen before. So that kind of disappointed me, but I guess if you want a big fight, you need people that we've never really seen before, because the show doesn't have time to to have like 30 character arcs, you know what I mean? But yeah, the fight was phenomenal. My favorite shot was when Sam and this guy were fighting, and Tori and this guy were fighting, and I was like, Sam and Tori need to fight, and then all of a sudden they both like kill their opponents. They don't kill, they beat up their opponents, and then they stand up face to face, and then the camera swirls around Tori to her back, and then she starts walking menacingly towards Sam, and like shots from behind someone, like and over the not even like just a straight up behind someone, makes them look intensely menacing. And I thought they did an amazing job just choreographing that whole fight scene. The punches hit, the teamworks made me cheer, the beating ups made me sad. Just the camera work was incredible. I don't know, 10 out of 10 for that fight scene. It made my day. I'm gonna be honest. The fight scene made my day and made the episode. It was so good. The fight scene, I was like, I could watch this all day. I could do this all day. I'm Captain America now. No, I could watch that fight scene all day. It was really, really good. Also in that fight scene, before we hop over to the Kreese, Johnny, Daniel, Robbie fight scene, also in that fight scene, they had not just the team up between Dimitri and Hawk and the fight between Tori and Sam. Tori and Sam fight I thought was good. I think it was the weakest fight out of all of them in my opinion. Like I expected, I don't know, it felt less intense to me for some reason than the season 2 fight. I don't know why I didn't connect with it as much as I thought I was going to. There was just something about the fight that I didn't connect with. It was still an amazing fight, don't get me wrong, and it was still really awesome to see Sam channel that energy when she looked at the Mr. Miyagi poster, or the Mr. Miyagi picture, and then she was like, no fear, and then she gets up and grabs the staff. Like, that was awesome. But I think the fight itself, I don't know why, it just felt a little lackluster compared to the season 2 fight. But that's my only real complaint besides that and who the characters were fighting. That's my only 2 complaints with this fight. The other thing that happened was Miguel and Kyler. I forgot about that in season 1. That was a long time ago, season 1 for me now. A lot longer if you were watching it when the season's released. But yeah, Miguel, Kyler fight. Kyler's beating him up, and I was like, oh, why is Kyler beating Miguel up? Like, come on, Miguel. Like, kill Kyler or something. Punch him in the face. Punch him in his stupid little ugly bad haircut face. And Miguel, when he's up against the wall, we get that little like voice over with like the flashbacks and stuff, and it moved me. It was so moving. I got so many chills. I was like, oh, here we go. And then Miguel just does this like crazy flip thing and punches him a bunch of times and then knocks him out, and it was so satisfying. This episode in general was just very satisfying to see. It just felt very, very satisfying. That's kind of the word of the day for this episode, satisfying. Getting into the Johnny, Daniel, Kreese, Robbie fight, I love that fight. I knew that fight was going to happen. Well, I didn't know that fight was going to happen, but I expected that fight considering it had been suggested at the start of the season, and it was really, really good. I didn't think Robbie was going to join the fight though, although I should have known that when he was there. I'm glad Johnny and Kreese got to fight. That fight was really cool, especially there was like this camera shot where it like follows them into the hallway, it follows Johnny into the bathroom, and then it follows Johnny out of the bathroom. It was a really cool camera shot. It was like 10 seconds long. I don't know, it was just a really creative thing. I think the camera work in this episode and all the finales have been exceptional. They've done like extra work to make sure that the fighting, the choreography, the staging, the lighting, the camera work, the directing, everything has been top notch for these season finales. And the Kreese Johnny fight did not disappoint. I thought Kreese was going to kill Johnny, and he almost did, and then Daniel steps in and it was like a booyah, like so satisfying. Johnny and Daniel team up again against Kreese, and it wasn't really a team up because they didn't really fight him together. But Daniel then fought Kreese for a bit, and it was so satisfying. Again, word of the day, like him doing the pressure point technique. It was so awesome to see. Like he must have been practicing it or something. I hope he teaches all of Miyagi-Do, or what's that even going to be called now? Miyagi-Do, Eagle-Do? I don't know. They'll probably think of a name. Johnny will be like, this name's not cool enough, and then and then Daniel's just going to be like, let's do something more like simple, and Johnny's going to be like, tiger snake breath, tiger venom karate. I don't know. Yeah, but I'm very curious what that name's going to be. Anyways, that doesn't really matter. Daniel did the pinpoint, the I keep calling it pinpoint, the pressure point technique. So awesome. Kreese is down. Kreese was going to stab Daniel before Daniel did that. So Kreese is like a double attempted murderer. So he should go to jail anyways. Honestly, he should go to jail. He actually tried to kill both of them. So attempted murder, that's like, it's a couple years in jail at least, right? That must be. Anyways, Sam, Miguel show up. It was awesome. Now season 4, they're going to be training. Season 4, is it just going to be like the whole season training for the tournament and then the finale at the tournament? I don't know. I'm very, very excited to see what comes up. But yeah, the finale of next season is probably going to be the tournament. Who gets to leave? Who gets to stay? Really, really excited for that. Okay, now we're moving into Allie, Daniel, Amanda, and Johnny. What a good scene. I was very sad at first because they were cutting this like talk scene in between this amazing fight scene, and I was like, just get me back to the fight scene. That's all I want to see. I just want to see the fight scene. That's what I'm here for this episode, just the fight scene. But the talk that those 4 characters had was very, very satisfying, not just for me as an audience member, but for the actual characters themselves, especially for Johnny. Johnny at the end, he needed this conversation with Allie. He needed to look at the past, to be in the past, and then to realize that he can let go of the past. He can let go of all the trauma, maybe not so much trauma that Daniel's brought him, but also trauma that Daniel's brought him. He can let go of the anger he's had with Daniel to be with Allie. He can let go of his love of Allie, that they've both he has the assurance that they've both moved on now to better things, to a better opportunities, if you will. And it was really, really awesome to see that, especially for Johnny, who has grown tremendously since not just the first season, but since the first movie. He is a whole different character. He was kind of the same at the start of season 1 as he was to the movie. And if you looked at him now, if you watch the first episode of the show and then watch this episode, you're like, this is not Johnny Lawrence. This is a different person altogether. He is so much more forgiving and caring. Like, that's always been in him, I guess, but it's never been really shown. He's never really matured into it, I don't think. And I think this episode cemented it. I think this episode, cemented that he is who he is now. The past is gone. The past is behind him. Obviously, he's a little petty, I think, just like Daniel. They'll probably bring up the past a few more times, but I think that feud is probably over now. I think that they can toss, both Daniel and Johnny can toss it away and move on with their lives, and hopefully move on with their lives as friends, which is awesome. And that was all because of Allie. I thought Miguel was going to be the key, but it was Allie who was the key, and I should have known Allie was going to be the key because obviously she kind of dated both of them. She knows both of them, obviously. I thought Miguel was going to be the key because he knows both sides of the story, and like dating Sam and Johnny's like fake son, almost, stuff like that. But you know what I mean, right? And Allie in this episode as well was so awesome. I was very nervous that she was going to try and kiss Johnny, especially because they almost kissed in the last episode, but she didn't. And I was so thankful that they didn't kiss, because now he can be with Carmen. He loves Carmen, and I'm so glad he loves Carmen. I'm so happy for that relationship. The hug at the end. Allie, will she be in the show anymore? I don't know, but I kind of hope she is in the show a little bit more, just because I love her character, and I don't have to be nervous anymore because Johnny loves Carmen. So I don't have to be nervous with her on screen anymore because Johnny has moved on. And it was so satisfying. I think that's kind of everything I want to talk about the episode. It was just absolutely amazing, the end of the episode. I'm so excited for Johnny, Daniel, Karate to form. I wonder what the name's going to be. Very interesting stuff. I'm glad all of those characters are friends again. Miguel-Sam relationship, the Hawk Dimitri relationship, and then like the two guys, I always forget their names. The one's like Penis Breath, and the other one, I forget his name. Those two guys are back. Like the two small kids are back. Like all of them are back together as friends, and it's really, really exciting stuff. The bows gave me so many chills when Daniel and Johnny bowed to each other. I died inside from happiness. I was so happy. I don't know. It was really, really just, again, satisfying to watch. This episode just like, if this was the end of the episode and they didn't like Kreese left, let's say at the end of the episode there was not going to be season 4, Kreese leaves, Johnny and Daniel become friends and they join together and they bow and it ends, I would be okay with it. But I also wouldn't have been okay with it because I want 100,000 episodes of the show. It is so good. Yeah. Okay, talking about the show overall, this show blew my mind away. When I was going into this show, I knew it was a YouTube Red show. And knowing that it is a YouTube show, it kind of lowered my expectations of the show. I knew people were in love with the show, and I really liked the first 3 Karate Kid movies. I really did like them. The first one was my favorite, and then the second and the third one were probably tied, the second one being a little bit higher than the third one. The third one, a lot of fun, very cheesy. The second one was definitely more serious, but it was about karate being in everyday life. And I really, really enjoyed these aspects of the movie, especially the lessons that Mr. Miyagi was telling you. But when I heard that it was a YouTube Red show, my expectations were pretty low, because I know YouTube shows are usually very low budget, and that's not saying that shows are bad when they're low budget. A lot of shows are amazing with a low budget. It's just like sometimes they're very corny and cheesy and not very well written because there's such a low budget. You can't really hire like great writers, and I was just very concerned that it was a YouTube Red show. And immediately the first episode blew my mind out of the water. And here's the thing, it looked kind of low budget, and I could tell that it was sort of low budget, but it did not matter, because immediately I knew that the show was going to be amazing, because one, they had the same actors returning, and actors either return for 2 reasons. One, because they really like the content, or 2, because they need the money. And I was pretty sure it was the first reason, because they really like the content. And then the writing, it felt like after a couple episodes, it felt like the writing was really taking care of the source material. It wasn't overusing the nostalgia factor with these flashbacks. It wasn't overdoing it with any of these campy, cheesy things. It wasn't overdoing it with this good and bad, Johnny being bad, Daniel being good relationship. It was making everyone feel like a real person, making everything be gray so that everyone had to try and work their way out of it. No one, except for Kreese, I feel like, was a villain in this show. Everyone had a villain qualities to them. Everyone felt like villains at different times, but everyone was always good at heart. You know what I mean? Everyone always had a good intent at heart, except for Kreese. Again, Kreese is just the villain. But yeah, this show, I think, it won me over in the first couple episodes, and the budget has not felt cheap after that. After I watched the season finale of the first episode, and then the second episode, and then the second season and the third season, and especially the third season, the budget felt like it went up a lot. But the finales for season 2, for 1, 2, and 3, I was like, okay, they got some budget on this, like especially for season 2 and 3 with those long takes, and season 3 especially, like the budget went up. And I'm very excited to see, because I know now that Netflix did not make season 3. I know I said that in my first couple episodes of season 3. I'm sorry, I would like to retract that statement. I know that Netflix did not make season 3. They bought it after season 3 had made, so YouTube made the first 3 seasons. I'm very excited, but also nervous to see what Netflix does with the show now, because it's not the same studio. I know Netflix will probably pour more money into it, but I don't know if that's a good thing, just because sometimes you need to keep this lower budget to have a good show, because if you have so much money, you might just kind of go overboard with everything. I'm hoping that that Netflix can keep the same magic that YouTube somehow managed to find with this show. It's just a phenomenal show. It's definitely, if I had to rank my favorite shows of all time, I think this would be number 3. My favorite show of all time is Doctor Who, followed by Avatar: The Last Airbender. Then this show is probably my third favorite, and then Legend of Korra is my 4th favorite. So 5th favorite is probably Black Mirror or something. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that yet. But yeah, this show, it has blown my mind in every aspect, from the fighting, the choreography, the camera work, the writing of this show, the use of nostalgia only when necessary. Just everything about this show has absolutely blown me away, and it was such a fun, thrilling, emotional, sad, heartbreaking, but brilliant ride. And I'm very excited for season 4 to come out, and to watch season 4 along with you guys when it actually comes out this time. That would be really fun. Obviously, when I watch season 4, I'm not going to be binging it all. It'll be like over a few weeks, so you guys will be done it obviously way before I am, but it'll still be fun to watch it while season 4 is very relevant, and to have a lot more discussions, in-depth discussions with you guys. Yeah, so thank you so much again for watching. It means a lot for you to be watching my reactions, especially if you've been watching all of them from start to finish. I love seeing all of your comments in the comment section every time I post a video, and I love interacting with you guys. And yeah, just thank you so much for sticking around. And if this is your first video and you made it this far into my review as well, which is very impressive, then thank you so much. thank you so much for checking out this reaction. It just means a lot. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much to these beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me, supporting my channel. Again, it means a lot for you to be supporting me, helping me. Huxley was in this reaction for a bit. She also says thank you. She was getting crazy, so she had to leave. You know what I mean? So I had to ask so I could actually do my review. And yeah, thank you so much for listening to my review as well. If you made it this far, it means a lot for you to listen to me talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. I hope you enjoyed my reaction, and I really hope you enjoyed my reaction to the rest of the show as well. And I'm looking forward to watching the rest of Cobra Kai when it comes out, season 4 at the end of 2021. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hope you stick around, watch some more videos. If you don't, then thank you so much for watching. If you do, then thank you so much for sticking around. And yeah, I'll see you for either my next Cobra Kai reactions or for something else. We'll see you later, I guess. I don't really know how to end this. Just see you later, alligator.